This is part 2 of Do No Harm to Children. What does the Bible say about hurting children? From Matthew chapter 18, verse 6. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea. As parents, we have the responsibility to safeguard our children from any harm. That can be physical, emotional, psychological, intellectual, and spiritual. Cruelty can happen on many different levels. It can be physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse. It can be the words we use. Words can be harmful, negative, and discouraging. We don't want that for our kids. We want to fill them with light, with positivity, to encourage them, to allow them to develop a positive self-worth. We shouldn't be using unkind comments. Our job is to love them, to show them kindness, to show them patience. For those who intentionally harm a child, there will be consequences for your actions and behavior. As we know, pedophilia has become a big business in the United States and around the world. So has child exploitation. I'm going to read some statistics. And these happen to be focused on sexual abuse of children. From the National Association of Adult Survivors of Child Abuse, there are more than 42 million survivors of sexual abuse in America alone. The next two facts come from the Advocacy Center. 1 in 3 girls are sexually abused before the age of 18. 1 in 5 children, 1 in 3 boys are sexually abused before the age of 18. The next fact comes from the National Children's Alliance. 1 in 5 children are solicited sexually while on the internet before the age of 18. From the U.S. Department of Justice, 90%, 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator in some way. That could be family, it could be friends of the family, it could be neighbors, it could be anyone the child is in contact with. So the people that a child trusts the most betray that child. 90% of child sexual abuse victims know the perpetrator. This comes from the National Sex Offenders Registry. It's unbelievable. A typical pedophile will commit 117 sexual crimes in a lifetime. Next, from Colossians chapter 3, verse 21. Fathers, do not provoke your children, lest they become discouraged. This is emphasizing the fact that we don't want to say or do things to our children that are going to lead to discouragement. That can provide a lot of anxiety, angst, and just suffering for a child to be hearing words of discouragement. Our job as parents is to provide a nurturing, loving, supporting environment for our children that encourages them and that compliments them and that helps to teach them the right way of being kind and loving others. We as adults need to treat children with love, kindness, and respect. I've always said, if every child was brought into this world experiencing love, just pure love, what a different place this world would be. We all want what's best for our kids. And when I say that collectively. So, having been a teacher, I wanted what was best for my students. As a parent, I want what's best for my child. Do no harm to your children. Speak words of life into them. Help them to grow and develop into confident, loving, kind adults who know their self-worth. And so they can then go on and one day raise a family that is also loving, kind, patient, and knows their self-worth. It's important to pray too. So, bringing up your children with things like the golden rule, that's our job as parents. We want our kids to know who they are and be able to express themselves. They shouldn't have to be pushing down emotions and not feeling worthy. They're amazing and they're meant to do amazing things. So let's all work at loving on our kids and let's look at the future and the fact that we can make this world a better place. Jesus made it clear how much he loved the children and how his intention was to let us know that we need to have the heart of a child, the innocence of a child, the love of a child in order to enter his kingdom. Let's work on eliminating those statistics that I mentioned earlier. And let's work on loving each other a little bit more. Okay. Take care, because we got this.